would you do if you lost a $20 million per month client? Here's how I handled it and what I learned. Hey guys, Michael here. If you don't know who I am, I've built a 7-figure passive income business in payment processing, starting from scratch and mastering what works along the way. With 15 years of experience, I'm here to help you create your own path to financial freedom, faster and smarter. Back in 2020, we had received a lead. And this lead was a travel business, which automatically puts them in the high risk category. If you go to Stripes, restricted businesses, PayPal's, or a lot of these payment processors online, you'll see that travel is one of their restricted businesses alongside adult, CBD, marijuana, so on and so forth. Now, when they came to us 2020, mind you, travel was a lot of things kind of stopped during COVID, especially travel. They got hit the most. And that really affected them as far as chargebacks. So this client, when they came to us, they had a shitload of chargebacks. And that wasn't the full story there, because their chargebacks, they got shut down by their processor that they were with in the past because their chargeback ratios were through the roof. Because think about it, people are not traveling. What's the easiest thing you're going to do? Unfortunately, credit card companies have made it so simple for you to make a dispute instead of reaching out to the business and asking for a refund because you're not traveling. And it could be other cases too where they reached out to the business and they're like, no, we're not refunding you. There goes a dispute. And in terms of the high risk world, a dispute in payment processing or a chargeback could kind of paint the picture of what category, and that mostly puts you in the high risk category of the type of business you are. I'm not saying one chargeback would, but the more you get, the worst. Anyways, so this guy came to us and we were able to help them. We were able to find a solution for them and onboarded them and got them approved and processing. So this merchant was processing about, give or take, about $600,000 to $700,000 per month, and the income was pretty healthy. We were making approximately, give or take, maybe $12,000 to $15,000 per month. And as the years went by, obviously the travel got a little bit less strict, not a lot of chargebacks anymore, and they kept their books pretty solid. So they valued the solution, obviously, that we provided them. So to make it a fair game, they reached out to us and they said, hey, we're looking at moving, and other processors are coming to us and asking, they can save us money, give us a better solution, so on and so forth. And at the time, yes, obviously price was a factor for them because they process a lot and they are a high risk business. So, we set up a meeting. Let's hop on a call and try to understand what we can do here. So we hop on the call, and I remember, because the type of personality I have is I try to dig in more and ask questions, and I wanted to find out what is it that they're doing, like as far as is there more business? How can we maximize their processing so I can go back to the processor and say, hey, this is the volume they're doing, how can we're able to save them more so we can win this client. And obviously the first part should be the solution, which it was the solution for them, and the second part was the pricing. So after going back and forth, we found out that this client doesn't just do $700,000 a month. Their umbrella corporation altogether in the travel world, they do north of $20 million per month. So here I am, I'm talking, and he tells me this information, and I right away went into solution mode, hey, how can we actually find a better solution? Remember, this guy has been with us, and he literally said it on the call, I'm giving you guys a chance because you guys came through for me. Anyways, that is, that's pretty much, that's pretty much how that went. And now we're trying to find the best solution for them. Solution, pricing, so back and forth, and they finally decided that they're not going to go with us, right? And we actually not only lost the 20 million, they were looking at different solutions. We were giving them the solutions here and there, but it's not always about the solution. Even though their biggest concern was pricing and solution, that wasn't the only driving factor. And the hard truth, sometimes, even if you provide the best solution, it's not always enough. And they chose to go a different route. I don't know, maybe we were trying to be too greedy or whatever it is, but we gave them solid solutions with solid pricing. And here's the thing. Did it bother me? Of course. We just freaking lost a merchant that we were profiting $12,000 to $15,000 a month from. And then we were willing to go down on the pricing because of the volume. And of course it upset me. However, it's important to note something. I've always been told in the past by a mentor of mine that, don't burn a bridge. And it never really clicked to me until I was actually burning bridges and I was getting pissed because people were leaving me and people were not signing up with me or whatever it is. And that is so wrong to do because it sets a very bad reputation on your end, because that business is going to potentially need you maybe one day. And you never know. In this particular moment, yes, we lost the volume, $600,000 to $700,000 a month. We lost the 20 million a month that I was so excited about and built that momentum, but if I had the mindset of I'm not doing it to make money or to find whatever, I don't know, maybe the outcome would be different. Maybe I was expecting something in return and that's what excited me, and that was very wrong. And I learned from that, truly learned from that. But I think, a lot of people say, first impression is your only impression. Well, I think the last impression matters more than the first. And the reason I say that is because your last impression is what they're going to remember. So if you have a client and your impression was you're pissed, you gave them attitude, it just ended in bad term, burning a bridge, then that's what they're going to remember. Unfortunately, that's what they're going to remember the most. They're not going to remember all the good times you had. They're going to remember that one bad time, and they're going to kind of resent you and keep that to themselves and remember that. Now, if they ever need a payment processor in the future and you've burned that bridge, guess what? They're not calling you because they don't remember, even though from the moment you signed them up, you gave them great service, support, all of that stuff. They're going to remember that one bad day that you're like, I'm not dealing with this. This is too much. I can't believe this guy's canceling with me. And that is the worst thing you can do, because you want to end those relationships in good terms, because you never know when that potential person is going to come back. But even for a moment, forget about that. Let's say that person never comes back to you. You don't want to ruin your reputation. Reputation is what we have, and you don't want to ruin it, because if you ruin your reputation, it's like cancer. It's like going to spread out and it's going to damage more other people. So make sure when you have a bad, ending of a client, don't burn that relationship. Don't be stupid. Honestly, even in real life, don't ever burn a relationship, because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And that's the reality of it. So, when you're talking to a business and they just want to leave you, that's fine. Understand why they left you and how you can improve it on the next time. Look at that as a lesson and appreciate them. When people leave me today, I'm like, listen, I'm sorry. I hate that you're leaving me. Of course, not happy about that, but I'm happy that you have found something better. And if that something better is not greener on the other side, that grass isn't greener on the other side as you may think it is, then I'll be here. I'm a phone call away. That really is a way better approach than being like, screw you, you're leaving me, I'm going to do this and that. And no, get that crap out of your head. You want to service, you want to have that experience the same, whether they're entering into being your client and leaving. That experience should always be the same, because they're going to remember you for that. They're going to remember their exit and entrance. Their last impression is what matters, because they're going to remember that before they pick up the phone and be like, oh man, that guy was so nice. I'm just going to call him because I had such a good experience with him. That's exactly what I'll do. So lessons for anyone in business, period, I guess, is, obviously stay solution oriented, never burn a bridge, and always think long-term, always have the long-term play. And you shouldn't rely on just one big client. Not that I relied on one big client, but there's plenty of businesses out there that would value you. Not saying the people that would leave you don't value you. Absolutely not. They'll value you. But there's so much business out there. Don't let one business because that energy is going to just drive through all of your other stuff that you're doing. And that's not a good thing, obviously. And then, and maybe you can turn setbacks into future opportunities. Like, for example, the guy that, the opportunity that I have of $20 million, I have emails that literally say like, hey, I'm here, anything you need, and I'm happy for you. Like, even the last email that sent me saying like, I've not moved away, we found a solution, whatever, but we're still keeping our account with you as a backup. That to me is like, okay, great. I'm fine with that. whatever. Like if I can get that, that's even, this guy's not even canceling. He's keeping his account live with me because he knows he's in high risk business. And if he gets shut down or his volume decreases where they can't approve more volume, he's going to come right back to me. So it is very important to me. That's a win. That's a win. I'm sorry. Like I can't change. Imagine him sending me that email and be like, screw you. I'm sorry, not screw you. Like, I can't believe you chose another. Do I want to say that? Oh my gosh, you bet I want to. Absolutely. Because I'm pissed. I'm raging. I'm mad. I just lost an account. But flip the script. You got to be kind. You got to end it with like, I'm happy for you. Because again, that's what they'll remember. Okay. So just remember that and you will do wonders from the entrance of any clients and the exits of clients, because you will be remembered for how you treated them when they left you. That's the end of the video. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you have questions or thoughts, drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're interested in building real passive income through payment processing, check out the free community I've created. The link is in the description and it's full of resources and tools to get you started today. Hope to see you on the inside.